Welcome to MindCheque, a podcast where I take a couple of minutes to give my mind a check and talk to you all about different topics that mean a lot to me. I hope you find today's episode enjoyable, as we will be revisiting the topic of perfectionism. Ironic, as I've been procrastinating on this first recording since my last upload about 8 months ago. I want you to picture this. You're working on a project at work or school, pouring your heart and soul into this, stressing over every pixel, every word. You need it to be just right before you are ready and confident to call it done, or prepared for the world to see it as it is. If that sounds familiar, then I want to let you know that you are listening to someone who's pretty like-minded. This is what's called perfectionism. Perfectionism, as it's defined in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, is a disposition to regard anything short of perfection as unacceptable. Perfectionism can make someone feel guilt from not being able to get the desired outcome, even if that outcome is fairly unattainable. In my life, it looks like this YouTube channel, or wherever you happen to be listening from today. The joy I get from doing a hobby I like is completely nullified by the tremendous stress and doubt that perfectionism places in my mind. Is perfectionism really bad? How do I combat the negative feelings that come with perfectionism? Well, I'm nowhere near a professional on the topic, but I am someone who's experienced it for a long time. And here is my perspective on these questions. First, is perfectionism really bad? It's debatable, but can lean more to a yes and a no. Perfectionism will motivate you to do better. It pushes you to your limit and beyond to complete a task or project to the absolute best of your abilities. And motivation is great. But what's not good is having an end goal that is not possible to reach. Perfectionism starts to turn for the worse after that obsession creeps in, and edits that are supposed to last only a couple of minutes turn into a couple of days. And again, I'm guilty of this myself. There are good things for motivation that perfectionism gives, but the overall feeling it puts into you is not a good one. So then, how do I combat the negative feelings that come with perfectionism? Personally, I'm putting it into practice as we speak. Usually I'd spend a lot of time with multiple re-recordings and trashing full scripts after writing them until it sounds just right, so everybody is happy with the content that I'm making. The fact of the matter is, it won't be perfect. Not everybody is going to enjoy every video I put out. And as I've started to tell myself that perfectionism is something that is pretty much unattainable, I create what I want to create. I allow myself some time to edit and create a hard, hands-off deadline, so that I don't get lost in the rabbit hole of multiple rewrites and edits and delay this video for an extra 8 months. In conclusion, a lot of perfectionists hate to fail, as failure is hard to accept and live with. Failure is not something people like to experience, but the lessons you learn from failed attempts are more beneficial to your mental health than the stress that you put yourself through to get it perfectly perfect the first time around. With that, this concludes today's check-in. Thank you for your attention. If you're new, please feel free to subscribe and follow me on social media. More content is currently being worked on, and trust me when I say it won't be perfect. But I hope even one person out there can get a little bit of joy from, or feel heard from the content I'm making. I hope you all have a great remainder of your week, and please take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Goodbye.